this out.
Hello. So, good morning, Nakul,
Morning.
and good morning to you guys. So, we are here today to discuss something about off-road, and we have Nakul here with us, who is off-road pro. He is an instructor, and he has been doing this for a living for now. So,
Yeah,
okay, so Nakul, can you just briefly give your introduction,
sure.
and then we will start with the interesting stuff.
Yeah, the meat and potatoes, so
Yeah,
as to
yeah,
speak.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Nakul Malik, and I ride bikes not just for fun but for a living. I run a company called Adventure Basics, ADV Basics for short. You can visit us at advbasics.com. We do a lot of off-road motorcycle coaching. We do guided trail rides to help people not just have fun but also build skill. And finally, we do a lot of expeditions. We go to places where there's not so many tourists, not so many Maggie
Less people,
rappers.
yes.
So mountain expeditions of all sorts, back roads
Yes.
wherever there are back roads, and a lot of expeditions where there are no roads.
Serenity
So
within chaos.
absolutely, that's the idea.
That's the word.
Yeah,
That's why we do trails. And
absolutely.
I think we both of us we met somewhere close to the trails, and
Yes.
then we started. Then I think you continued, and I took a break.
You can't ride a trail on a
On,
motorcycle on a ship.
on a ship,
So
yeah.
so far.
Yeah, yeah. No, I had in between, but COVID happened, and
Yeah.
then my off-road bike, whichever I was using for the trails, I sold to buy the new one, and new one didn't happen, and so all sorts of, so life happened in between.
Life happened. That's the
But
right word.
you did the right thing. You continued and pursued your passion, made it to a
Yeah.
profession. So that's the summary of the story.
In a nutshell, yes.
Yeah, in a nutshell, that's what it is. So, just since we are starting, I just wanted to ask you that why you chose like motorcycling, off-road motorcycling, or so to say, why you went the off-road route.
So it just sort of happened. I've always been an outdoor person.
Okay.
I came to motorcycling from a different sport.
Uh-huh.
I came from air sports.
Okay. Okay.
So since 2008, I've been flying paragliders, occasionally even competitively. I was
Okay.
never a very good competitor in air sports, but I enjoyed being out in the mountains, being in nature,
Okay.
the
Okay.
silence, the serenity, the beauty of it all.
Uh-huh.
Not being around 10 million people,
Yeah.
growing
Yeah.
up in Delhi, and
Yeah. As I
you
said, the
want to get
chaos.
away. And off-road motorcycling offered me all of that. Now
Okay.
I can only go flying when I'm in the mountains,
Okay.
but
Okay.
one of the things about being in Delhi is you're right next to the Aravlis.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
if you have the skill and you have the equipment
Yeah.
and you're prepared, you can always go ride off-road if
Off-road
you have
and
2 hours
within
after
reach.
work.
Yeah.
So it's a more accessible way of enjoying nature.
Okay, okay. So what do you think as like what is off-road exactly? Everybody says हमें off-road जाना है. So
Yeah.
what do you consider as off-road?
So it's
And like I just just for the layman's sake, what is the difference between off-road riding and enduro riding and hard enduro? So just a little bit, j-
yeah. So
brief about it.
it's a continuum. It's not binary. It's not ki this is off road, this is MX, this is enduro, this is hill climb.
Yes, yes.
It's a continuum.
Okay.
All of these sub disciplines exist within the larger umbrella of going off road.
Okay.
And that umbrella is actually quite wide.
Okay.
And if we look at it, anything off a graded asphalt track,
Uh-huh.
whether it's a road or a racetrack,
Okay.
anything non-asphalt, anything which is natural terrain, or in some cases such as MX or arena cross, where it is natural terrain built in simulating natural terrain.
Okay.
All of these things where there's no tarmac involved is off-road or
Okay.
off-piste, as some people like to call it.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, it, of course, like I said, there are sub-disciplines. You have dirt tracks, which are
Right,
natural
right.
trails.
Yeah, yeah.
You have motocross, which are prepared dirt tracks in a
Prepared, yeah.
controlled area.
Yes.
You have enduro, which is varied terrain, boulders, rocks, logs, everything.
Okay.
You also have sand, you have, you can go to the dunes.
yeah.
So anything in all of this can be considered off-road.
Okay, okay. And I think you have done a lot of motorsports as well in the
Just a
meantime.
little bit.
Yeah, so can
Done
you
a few
just
rallies.
tell something about like your achievements and why motorsports? Why you chose it?
So, motorsports is unique in that it lets you practice your riding at the highest possible level.
Right,
It's not against 20 other 50 or 100 other people, it's against yourself. It's you and your skill trying to be better.
Better,
So it
right,
makes you the best version of your skilled self that you can get.
Okay.
And it motivates you, it gives you a goal. Most humans are motivated by set goals.
Set goals.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. It gives you a target.
Yeah.
That okay, I want to do this.
Yeah, if you have it in your mind that I want to achieve X position or Y timing in a rally,
Okay.
then it is easier to motivate yourself to go out and practice in the heat.
And that will keep you fit also.
Of course, it will keep you fit. Not in my case, but
No, that time we prepare for. I believe you
Absolutely.
prepare for motorsports.
Yeah.
You do exercises or whatever accordingly.
yeah, you do mental, you do physical,
Physical,
diet,
everything. Yes,
endurance,
yes, yes.
everything.
Because it's a demanding sport in the end.
Very
It's a very
demanding.
demanding sport.
And also because if you're not fit, being fit is your armor against
Yes,
injury.
yes.
If you're
Yeah,
fit,
yeah.
you'll get injured
At
less,
least you
which
will
means
have
you
some
can ride more.
purpose to stay fit and to get fit, to get in the
Absolutely.
shape. Yeah. So
Otherwise, we all enjoy pizza too much.
yes, who doesn't mind a little fat? Okay. No, everyone.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing something with a big bike that
Big
most people don't normally associate
But
with
why
it.
why didn't you choose? I mean, what was the reason of going for the?
So I, at this point, do not have an aspiration to make rally my career. In fact,
Okay.
now I've actually moved on to the administration side of motorsports.
yes,
I've become a scrutineer, a chief scrutineer,
Yes,
and now a sporting steward.
Yeah,
So I don't do motorsports to go and be number one at a podium, and I do it to keep my skills up. I do it to, and my skills need to be up on heavy bikes because that is what I normally ride.
Okay,
That is what I teach.
Okay.
We still do expulses, but most of our customers are middleweight and above bikes.
So adventure
So
category.
adventure category for the most
people.
part.
Okay.
So it makes more sense for me to have my skill set available on a larger bike, and then it is easier to translate your skill set from a larger bike to a smaller bike.
Right.
From a smaller bike to a larger bike is harder. So
right.
build your skills on the harder thing, and then you can do the easier thing much easier.
So that's one thing I heard people saying. Let's say the big bikes, middleweight and above, 800 cc and above. Everybody talks about these ADV bikes. Like, can they do off-road? Off-road. We used a lot of term off-road as we discussed in that opening thing. That off-road is a very terrain. So what do you categorize these bikes as? Is it correct to term them as off-road bikes or?
No, adventure is a category in itself,
Okay.
which means it is capable on road and it is capable off road. Adventure riding is a compromise, always, whether it is gear, whether it is the bike, whether it is the rider's skill set.
Right.
You have to be as skilled on road as you have to be off road.
Off-road, right.
So typically an adventure ride involves a long stretch of tarmac and then a large stretch of off road.
Off-road, okay.
Whichever
Broken
it
or,
might be,
yeah,
broken
terrain,
tarmac,
different terrain.
So if you have the
Anything apart
capability,
from asphalt.
anything apart from asphalt, yes.
yeah,
But most of the time, especially in the Indian context, what are we looking at? We're looking at mountain terrain.
Yes.
For most people, that is the aspiration.
that
Everyone
is-
wants to
that
go
is
to
where-
Ladakh.
Yeah, everyone wants. Yeah.
Everyone wants to go to Spiti once a year.
Right.
So that is your terrain. So you spend a lot of time on the tarmac, and then you spend a lot of time off road.
Off-road, right.
So it has to have a compromise between the road capability and the off road. If I put knobby tires on a bike, then getting to Spiti from Delhi
Yes.
or somewhere in Bangalore becomes torture, and it's not safe also
Not
in terms
safe,
of braking.
Everything is affected. The whole dynamics of the bike changes. If you use off-road tire on road.
Yeah.
Then that comes to a question. Let's say if a guy comes to you for the first time and he says, "Okay, I am a commuter. I have been riding bike for so long. I am touring for so long, and now I want to buy this off-road category." Just without any, like, let's say he doesn't have skills, just a normal rider, like how we started.
Yeah,
we used
just
to
an average
tour and
rider.
average rider. So then what do you recommend them, like how to go about buying the adventure category? Should he go like the full
full weight,
full weight or middle weight or
full fat or
lightweight.
double toned, huh?
Yeah, double tone or skimmed, you know.
So I recommend 2%,
Uh-huh.
especially because it makes very good milk for coffee.
Just the right proportion, you
Just
know.
the right proportion. So
Okay.
adventure bikes fall into that just the right proportion.
Right, right.
Because for a typical person who's a commuter or who does a little bit of touring, enjoys himself on asphalt,
Uh-huh.
has some skill on asphalt but no exposure to off
Okay.
piste yet,
Okay.
for that average person, adventure biking is the category.
Okay.
Because all of his on road skills and experience will translate into the handling of the adventure bike.
Okay.
And then also, whatever skills he acquires through training, and all of that will translate into the off road part, and the bike will perform almost equally well.
Okay.
So he can go and get a middleweight,
Okay.
or he can go and get a full weight directly. A lot of that depends on how quick he is at picking up skills, because taking a 280 kilo bike and dropping it and then not hurting
Not
yourself
hurting
and
you,
picking it
yeah.
up and again not hurting yourself
Yes, yes.
requires training, it requires skill.
Skill, right.
The technique you use to pick up a 110 kilo bike is very different from the technique you use for
Use for
280
200. Yeah,
kilos.
yeah.
You can
Yeah,
hurt your
definitely.
back
Yes, yes.
and it can be a permanent injury.
Right, right,
तो
right.
वो मजा जो है वो सजा ना बन
Saza
जाए.
ban jayega, right. So that's where I wanted to ask, like, what's in one or two lines, if you want to sum it up, what's the difference between why you need to acquire the skill set for a
Skill
road
set is
rider
what
to
keeps you
a,
safe. It's just a one line thing.
okay,
Skill set will keep you riding safer, which means you'll
will
ride
get
longer.
you out of, you won't be. So what are the most common causes you see? So you have been with a lot of beginner riders, you know,
Yeah.
who has like, who have a lot of road experience but zero, you know, off terrain experience or off road kind of experience. So what is the single biggest mistake you saw them making which leads them to fall, or you know?
The single biggest mistake I've seen is not acquiring this skill.
Okay,
You know,
but
you know.
which kind of skill, I think,
So we at
where
ADV
they
Basics.
panic generally, you know, when they, as soon as they step on the off-road terrain.
So the biggest thing is that
I mean, the most
off-road is a low
common thing.
traction
Yes.
environment.
Right.
And the moment on tarmac that you lose traction
Uh-huh.
is the moment you start panicking, because now you're a passenger.
Okay.
Off-road, 99% of the time, you're on loose terrain, which means you have very low traction.
Right,
So
right,
you
right.
have to have that mental mindset of being able to switch off the fact that I always need full traction.
Full. Right. Right.
That mental step between on-road and off-road is the most critical. If you can master that, the rest is mechanical skill,
Right.
which can be taught.
Right.
But the mental skill has to come from within. It has to come with training, with practice.
Yes, yes.
And that
so
is
you
the most
need some
important part.
repeated sessions, or you know, the
Absolutely.
skills, because one session, is it enough?
So,
L1, L2, or
we
let's say, let's talk about L1, you know, let's say I
yeah.
do a L1 and I say, okay, now I'm ready to take any terrain.
So I look at it differently. I say you do a level 1 training. It gives you the basic skills of what you're doing. We make you understand why you're doing that.
Okay.
And now that you have internalized it, comes the time to build muscle memory. So
Okay.
at the end of level 1, you are ready to go practice those
Right.
skills.
So most common mistakes. Most common mistakes people make as a beginner.
So the most common mistake people make as a beginner is not getting enough practice, not getting enough training, not acquiring the skill. This is something I've noticed. People will spend a lot of money on gear, on bike accessories, on crash bars, but they will not spend money on getting the right skill set, which will avoid them needing to use the
And
crash
I believe
bar.
which is fraction of the cost of
It's a fraction of the cost.
of the bike and the gear and
Absolutely.
the emergency.
Do you know how expensive a knee replacement is?
Yeah, yeah. No, if you remember, I experienced that. You know, I did mistakes, and I think we all did
Yeah,
mistakes.
everyone.
And but that was after acquiring, you know, after the
Yeah.
training, you know, so that at least our mistakes were not as you know, expensive or as as dangerous as
Ah.
could have been without the training, you know.
And another thing is the average age of the adventure rider is not 18.
Yes.
तो हड्डियाँ जुड़ने में थोड़ा सा टाइम
Time
लगेगा.
लगता है, right, right, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you say then? Since we talked about L1 and L2 and you know, the training
I
and
say कि
experience,
come pay me, get some skills.
get some skills. Yeah.
No, but on a serious note, किसी के साथ भी ट्रेन कर सकते हो as long as you realize that the person you are training with, his teaching style matches your learning
your
style.
understanding style, yes.
And दूसरा कि जो सिखा रहा है, anyone, see, this is not a regulated sport. So anyone can say I teach.
Yes.
So talk to people who've learned from them, look at their skill set.
Actually, if you see, there is वो बोलते हैं ना, there is a difference between information and knowledge. You know, so Google gives you information, but books gives you, and you know, the skill and learning gives you knowledge. You know, so it's a similar thing.
And also, a good practitioner is always not a good instructor. It is possible that someone can be a good practitioner and a good instructor, but ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर अच्छा practitioner अच्छा instructor हो.
Instructor होगा, right?
Teaching is a specialized skill, and you have to adapt. Like I've been teaching in a different discipline for over 20 years. So it comes to me that, or this is something I've learned, that you have to adapt your teaching style to 3 different people in the same session,
Right.
and make them understand the same information, internalize it in 3 different ways.
Okay.
And if you only use one teaching style, हो सकता है 10 लोगों में से 3 ही सीख पाएं.
Right.
And which is not doing justice to the other
To
7.
the others, yes, yes.
So I like to sort of personalize, and a lot of the people that come to me actually end up doing one-on-one training for their advanced
For their
training,
advanced, yes,
because
yes.
एक basic level के बाद सबको पता है किसी का कोई टेक्निक वीक है, किसी का कुछ अच्छा है.
Right,
So
right.
personalizing the training to their ability and their preferences allows them to progress faster when they are learning.
Okay.
And also उससे it is a lot safer, जो
Yeah.
एक standardized way में नहीं हो पाता है.
नहीं हो पाता, right? So that comes to the point. What is the difference between, like, let's say a person has done L1, L2. So can they call themselves a pro? And what's the difference between like a amateur and a pro? You know,
So I don't equate levels to
like the
professionalism.
self-proclaimed people that we are pros and we are amateurs and we are, you know, intermediates.
So I do motorcycling as a profession, so I am a professional in that way.
Okay.
But you know, you stand me next to Ricky Brabeck or someone.
Yeah.
I am not.
Yeah.
So there are different levels of being a professional. I am a motorsports professional. I am a motor training professional, but there is a large difference between a casual practitioner and a professional.
Okay.
And सबसे बड़ा difference जो उसमें आता है ना is this is one of my favorite sayings, that amateurs talk tactics, professionals talk logistics.
Logistics, right?
But
but इसमें जैसे as a rider.
हाँ, so look at it this way: an amateur will have all the gear and no idea,
Yeah. Okay.
and a professional will only have the gear he needs.
Uh-huh.
He will own, but everything that he does have will be set up ideally for the kind of riding he is going to do.
Okay.
I will not be carrying fuel for a bag of fuel and hard panniers for an off-road ride which is 5 minutes from the city.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't make sense. It looks very nice on Instagram कि मैंने सब कुछ लगाया हुआ है, उस पे
और मैं
फ्यूल भी
off-road
है
करने
और ये
गया
भी
हूँ,
है, और बस वो फोटो के ऊपर जो मिट्टी थी उसके बाद मैं घर चला गया टारमैक पे. But a professional, you'll find him in the desert. He'll have a small toolkit. He'll have a small trauma or essential
Just
medical kit.
what he needs in to get
And
himself
nothing
out
else.
of you know, situations. You know?
Everything needed for the situation and
Yes,
nothing
yes.
extra.
Okay. Okay.
Because all of that adds to hassle, it adds to weight, and it takes away from your performance.
So coming that to this point only, like let's say again, as I said, you know, you are an amateur or you have done your training, and then you're going for the trails. You know, first time you want to explore, because see, in future I think you also see most of the batches you have new riders.
Yeah.
All how much percentage generally you get in a batch, like for the new riders and old
I
riders
would-
and the repeated ones?
So most people, so there are some people who come back every 8 to 10 months and do a refresher,
Okay. Okay.
like a refresher level 1 or a refresher level 2. I would say about 10% of people go from doing a level 1 to a level 2.
Okay.
Or maybe 20% at the most, it depends. And that is primarily because a lot of people do a level 1 just to get more confidence. Some of them have come from a middleweight machine to a heavyweight machine.
right.
Someone's coming to a middleweight or a heavyweight for the first time from a small bike. So they need that extra confidence. They need to get the skills to stay safe. So they come to a level 1. But then maybe they're not as interested, maybe they're not as able in terms of fitness, in terms of time, or whatever they consider
Okay.
to come and do a skills progression.
Yes, yes.
So, but they come back and do maintenance.
Okay, okay.
You know, it's like annual maintenance on your bike. You also go and maintain your skill.
Okay, okay.
But a lot of new guys, they come, then they want to go on trails. In aviation, we call this intermediate syndrome.
Uh-huh.
People with a little bit of knowledge, now that they've gained a little bit of knowledge, think that we know everything.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, we have WhatsApp University to.
Yes, yes. WhatsApp and everything, all sorts of data is available.
हाँ, वो उसका लेकिन
That's what I
context नहीं
call
होता ना.
information is available, all sorts of information.
in-
तो जब कोई मतलब जैसे ऑफ रोड पे फर्स्ट टाइम जा रहा है
हाँ.
आफ्टर एक्वायरिंग, तो व्हाट आर द बेसिक किट्स ही शुड हैव?
So, सबसे पहली किट तो ये है कि उसे अकेले नहीं जाना.
हाँ.
Never ride alone,
Alone.
off road because फंस गए तो जंगल में तो
For
जानवर ही
whatever
आएगा.
reasons, because
Anything can happen to
Anything.
anyone.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could be
yeah.
the world's biggest expert. हादसा आपके साथ भी हो सकता है.
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ.
तो it's
And
it's
होते
no
हैं,
guarantee.
and होते हैं. We saw
सबके साथ
people
होता है, हमारे
falling,
साथ भी
yeah,
होता है.
हमारे साथ भी हुआ है.
और कुछ नहीं तो बाइक ब्रेक डाउन हो गई.
हाँ.
अब 20 किलोमीटर पैदल चलना.
रिमेंबर फ्यू ट्रेल्स बैक पंचर हो गई थी.
हाँ.
लकीली वो बाहर आके पंचर हुई.
हाँ, अब अगर हमारे पास इन्फ्लेटर ना होता तो हम बाहर ना आ पाते. और 150 किलो की बाइक को 200 किलो की बाइक को धक्का देना 40 डिग्री टेम्परेचर में.
तो क्या मतलब what are the kits हमें?
So I always
basic
say,
kits, like just
always
to get
have
you out of a situation.
3 चीज़ मैं हमेशा कैरी करता हूँ, which I recommend also. One is have a comprehensive toolkit. Comprehensive does not mean कि मेरे को व्हील चेंज करना है, टायर चेंज करना है, मेरे को मतलब टॉर्क रेंच नहीं चाहिए. बट एनी काइंड ऑफ फील्ड रिपेयर जो मुझे करनी है ना, उसके लिए मेरे पास सारे टूल्स होने चाहिए. फील्ड रिपेयर्स क्या होती है? नॉर्मल नट्स, बोल्ट्स, है ना, इतने ही होते हैं. आपके रेंचेस हो गए, एक आध रैचेट रख लिया.
एक और चीज़ मैं भी सजेस्ट करूँगा, पंचर किट. बट पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है, खाली टूल किट होना मतलब ये नहीं कि आप टायर चेंज कर लोगे.
टूल किट इस्तेमाल करनी
आनी चाहिए.
तो आओ हमारे ट्रेनिंग लो.
हाँ, ट्रेनिंग लो. सो that's when
we have a module
training,
for this.
if you are scared to do it, अगर खुद डर लग रहा है करने से, तो
come learn
and एक बार करके देख लो.
and it is very possible कि आप 2 फ्रेंड्स के साथ गए हो, जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको ही इशू आए, आपकी बाइक में ही आए.
दूसरे को भी
आपके दोस्त की बाइक खराब हो गई तो भी आपके लिए उतनी परेशानी है जितनी उसके लिए है. छोड़ के तो जाओगे नहीं. तो अगर वो खड़ा है 50 डिग्री में तो आप भी खड़े रहोगे. तो अब रेगिस्तान में 50 डिग्री में खड़े होना पूरा दिन हालत खराब हो जाती है.
तो इसीलिए मतलब दैट इज व्हाई वी से दैट द स्किल सेट्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन ऑल द एस्पेक्ट्स.
सो ऑल द गियर एंड नो आइडिया नहीं होना चाहिए.
नो आइडिया. हाँ, वही दैट इज
उतना गियर हो जितने का आइडिया है.
इट शुड बी.
Similarly, so that is the mechanical part. The other aspect of the mechanical part is rescue. अभी ट्रेल पे sometimes villages dig ditches. कई बार naturally बारिश आई, गड्ढा बन गया. नहीं दिखा, you are used to the trail, आप भगा रहे हो, घुस गए, कुछ भी हुआ.
कभी रॉक्स इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं एक ही जगह पे.
Anything can happen. कुछ भी मिसहैप हो सकता है. So you have to be able to rescue. अगर बिकॉज यू आर मोर देन वन पर्सन, आवर फर्स्ट स्टेप वाज कि अकेले नहीं जाना. तो अगर आपके फ्रेंड को आपको रेस्क्यू करना है या आपको अपने फ्रेंड को रेस्क्यू करना है तो रेस्क्यू का इक्विपमेंट भी तो होना चाहिए. रेस्क्यू इक्विपमेंट डजंट मीन फ्लैट बेड लेकर के आ जाओ, बट थिंग्स लाइक सो वी हैड a bike go into the water a few years ago. You remember that?
I remember.
है ना. तो आपके पास बाइक फिश आउट करने के लिए या टो करने के लिए you need something. You need some sort of winch line, some sort of tow rope, something. है ना. ऐसे ही और कुछ नहीं, बाइक डिसेबल हो गई तो टो करने के लिए स्ट्रैप भी तो चाहिए.
राइट.
अब वो स्ट्रैप सबसे कॉमन चीज, अगेन गोइंग बैक टू व्हाट यू सेड, स्किल भी होनी चाहिए. तो स्ट्रैप होने का मतलब क्या है? लोग क्या करते हैं, हैंडल बार पे बांधा और टेल पे बांधा. अब यहाँ पे से खींच रहे हो, यहाँ से खींच रहे हो, पहिए यहाँ है, ये ऐसे जाती है बाइक.
वो टेढ़ी हो जाएगी, गिर जाएगी, वो
बिल्कुल होगा ही होगा.
उसका फ्रिक्शन ज़्यादा होगा, वो खींच ही नहीं पाओगे आप.
अच्छा, फिर क्या है, अगर आपने स्ट्रैप बगैर सोचे खरीद लिया, अगर वो काइनेटिक है तो वो ऐसे स्ट्रेच करेगा और उसके बाद फड़क
और लगेगी.
रबर बैंड से खेला ना बचपन में.
हाँ, तो इंजरी के चांस भी बढ़ जाएंगे.
इंजरी के चांस गारंटीड
है. तो उस इंजरी के लिए भी आपके पास कुछ होना चाहिए.
उस इंजरी के लिए आपके पास एक मेडिकल किट होनी चाहिए, जिसके अंदर एक ट्रॉमा सप्लाईज होनी चाहिए, और फिर आपको वो इस्तेमाल करना आना चाहिए.
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज आई थिंक
हाइड्रेशन इज एब्सोल्युटली एसेंशियल. It's a very demanding sport. Physically demanding, mentally demanding, and dehydration.
We can say at this moment not a sport but very demanding activity.
Very demanding activity.
Anything you recommend about how a beginner should buy his gear if he wants to foray into the adventures or off-road?
पहली बात, don't listen to the University of WhatsApp.
Yes, yes.
ठीक है, people are entitled to their opinions, but those opinions might be qualified or unqualified. हो सकता है बहुत qualified हो, but हो सकता है कि गियर जो उस आदमी को सूट करता है
On
वो
his
आपको ना
personal
करता हो.
experience.
हाँ, हो सकता है their situation, their riding style, their riding environment might be very different.
हाँ,
तो आपको गियर ऐसे लोगों से समझो जो आपके एनवायरनमेंट में. गो टॉक टू एन एक्सपर्ट, गो ट्राई इट ऑन, रीड स्पेसिफिकेशंस, अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ फीचर्स. बहुत सारी कंपनियां हैं, विदाउट गोइंग इनटू हु डज व्हाट, बहुत सारी कंपनियां हैं हु डू स्पेक शीट डिज़ाइन. तो अगर आपको देखना है कि मेरे को एक टूरिंग जैकेट चाहिए, मेरा एसफाल्ट बहुत आता है तो उसमें सुपर फैब्रिक होगा तो मेरे को एब्रेजन प्रोटेक्शन अच्छी मिलेगी.
हाँ,
बट सम कंपनीज यूज सुपर फैब्रिक इन अ वे दैट दे कैन पुट इट ऑन द स्पेक शीट,
हाँ,
बट प्रैक्टिकल डिजाइन ऐसा है कि वो किसी काम का नहीं
किसी
है.
काम का नहीं है, right?
Similarly,
Not in the correct zones.
not in the correct zones, maybe not in the correct quantity, maybe not even the correct type of stitching onto the base.
Base,
कि
right?
जब फ्रिक्शन आई तो वो धागा ही उधड़
ही
गया और
उधड़
वो
गया,
सुपर फैब्रिक अलग रह गया और अब जो घिसाई हो रही है वो आपकी
अलग।
हो रही है.
आपका लेदर घिस रहा है.
आपका लेदर घिस रहा है.
So वो नहीं चाहिए
वो
हमें,
नहीं होना
वो
चाहिए. So
नहीं
you
होना
have to be able to distinguish between these things, which comes with experience, which comes with knowledge, and it comes with listening to reviews and asking questions from people who use these things on a daily basis,
Yes,
and who have no vested interest in the product.
in the price.
अगर मैं X ब्रांड की जैकेट बेचता हूँ तो मेरे को X ब्रांड ही सबसे अच्छी लगेगी.
हाँ,
और अगर मेरा कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है X ब्रांड में, बट आई स्टिल डू दिस फॉर अ लिविंग, आई वेयर अ प्रोटेक्टिव जैकेट एवरी डे, तो ऑब्वियस है कि मैंने बहुत सारे ट्राई करके अपने लिए जो बेस्ट ढूंढी है, आई विल बी एबल टू एक्सप्लेन कि ये अच्छी क्यों है.
क्यों है?
और अगर आपकी मेरी राइडिंग सिचुएशन सेम है इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, इन टर्म्स ऑफ एप्लीकेशन, तो हो सकता है कि जो मेरा रिव्यू है दैट विल हेल्प यू फाइंड द एग्जैक्ट थिंग फॉर योर सेल्फ.
right, right.
अब जैसे हम बूट लेते हैं,
हम्म,
कुछ बूट्स नैरो होते हैं आगे से, कुछ चौड़े होते हैं.
right.
अब मेरा पैर ट्रिपल ई बूट में आता है
हाँ,
बिकॉज इट इज नेचुरली वाइड.
Wide, हाँ.
तो अब है तो है.
Yeah.
और नैरो बूट हो सकता है आपको बहुत अच्छा लगे,
हाँ.
बट मेरे
हाँ,
को नहीं
because I
आएगा.
wear narrow boots.
हाँ.
I am a D, you know,
हाँ.
the normal.
आई वेयर अ ट्रिपल ई, मेरा पैर आगे से है चौड़ा तो है, दैट इज जेनेटिक्स, आई कांट हेल्प
Yeah,
इट. अब वो चौड़ा पैर अगर मैं नैरो बूट में डालूंगा,
ये
it
भी
will
एक
not be
बहुत
comfortable.
इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है बिकॉज आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ अस वी डिडंट रियलाइज कि यू नो हमारी फुट विड्थ हम सिर्फ लेंथ देखते हैं
हाँ,
बट विड्थ नहीं कंसिडर करते एंड फिर वो अनकंफर्टेबल हो जाता है
वो-
ऑफ रोड पे जाके.
comfort is a very big protection against injury.
इंजरी,
If
यस,
you are comfortable, you will make less
फ्रीडम
errors.
ऑफ मूवमेंट,
बिल्कुल.
ये दो
आपकी-
चीज़ें आपको
हाँ.
चाहिए ही चाहिए. तो एक इन अ नटशेल आप मतलब व्हाट काइंड ऑफ गियर अ बिगनर शुड स्टार्ट
So,
बिफोर गोइंग टू ऑफ रोड, बिफोर हेडिंग टू द ट्रेल.
so the way I look at it is, पहली बात अगर हम नॉर्थ इंडिया की बात करें, we have a lot of heat.
या
ठीक है.
एवरीवेयर, नॉट ऑल ओवर इंडिया.
मतलब हमारे राइडिंग पैटर्न की अगर बात करता हूँ, मतलब हमारे यहाँ पे 8 महीने गर्मी है
यस,
एंड ड्राई गर्मी है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट यू नीड समथिंग विच इज वेंटिलेटेड.
वेंटिलेटेड.
आई कैन वेयर अ 3-layer laminated Gore-Tex सूट, बट मैं मतलब पिघल जाऊंगा उसमें, एंड बिकॉज आई विल बी अनकंफर्टेबल, आई विल गेट डिहाइड्रेटेड
Yes,
वेरी
cramps,
फास्ट.
yeah.
क्रैम्प, डिहाइड्रेशन से मेरे को क्रैम्प्स आएंगे, मेरी रिएक्शन स्पीड कम होगी,
हाँ.
मेरी डिसीजन मेकिंग स्लो होगी.
Fatigue will set in faster.
Fatigue will set in faster.
At a
Because
much
of all
faster
of
rate.
this, I will be more prone to making mistakes which
Mistakes,
will
yeah.
lead to injury.
Yes.
तो सबसे पहले तो कंफर्टेबल गियर होना चाहिए, वेदर अप्रोप्रिएट होना चाहिए कि अगर गर्मी में हो तो वेंटिलेटेड है,
हाँ.
एंड लेयर्ड इज़ वेरी गुड फॉर अस इन द नॉर्थ, बिकॉज हम यहाँ पे एक दिन की राइड में दिल्ली से चलते हैं 45 डिग्री में,
हाँ, हाँ.
और हम किलोंग पहुँच जाते हैं जहाँ पे 3 डिग्री होता
3
है.
डिग्री, हाँ.
तो यू हैव टू बी एबल टू लेयर.
लेयर.
सिमिलरली आप ट्रेल में जाते हो, सुबह सुबह ठंड होती है जब मैं घर से चलता हूँ,
हाँ, हाँ.
बाय द टाइम आई एम हाफ वे इनटू द ट्रेल पसीने आ रहे होते हैं,
इट्स ऑलरेडी वेरी हॉट, यू नो.
तो आई हैव टू हैव लेयर्स.
यस, यस.
दूसरा, प्रोटेक्शन पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करना है. वी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द टॉप, वी लुक एट अ हेलमेट, सर्टिफाइड होना चाहिए, EC सर्टिफिकेशन 2206 इज गुड,
हाँ, हाँ.
वेंटिलेटेड होना चाहिए,
Ventilated, yes. Ventilation in helmet is also equally important, you know.
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट और बहुत कम देखा जाता है.
Yes.
तीसरा, इट शुड बी ऑफ रोड के लिए स्पेशली एडवेंचर हेलमेट्स आर अ लिटिल मोर रूमी, so that you can put a hydration tube in while riding.
Riding, yes.
If you don't have a helmet जिसमें बना हो,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to, you know, tell, because people they just buy adventure helmet. They
हाँ.
don't somehow realize the purpose of why it is like protruded and why there is a beak on the helmet.
Yeah.
So what is in a single word, what is the reason for it? One of that is you can at least you
No,
should have
adventure
room to
because
put yeah
so beak के बहुत सारे फायदे हैं. If you're on the trail,
हाँ
झाड़ी आती है, you do this,
this
and
yeah
it goes away instead of
yeah
coming into your goggles and scratching your eyes
yes
and hitting
yes
your
yes
face.
yes
Because
yes
most of the time we're riding with the
yes
face
yes
shield open.
yeah yeah yeah
So with adventure helmets, you put the face shield up, you put goggles on. Now parts of your face are exposed.
yeah yeah
जब कांटे वाले कीकड़ की झाड़ियाँ आती हैं,
हाँ,
तो
so you
know,
just that like how you put on the off-road cars,
exactly
those
those limb risers.
limb risers, and so that
Yeah.
the branches and
Yeah.
everything just slides off,
Deflects.
deflects. Yeah.
So the peak of the helmet does that. दूसरा, as you go in and out of terrain and the sun comes, you can just tilt your head a little bit and provide shade ताकि direct sunlight आंखों में
Sunlight
ना
आंखों
आए.
में ना आए, yeah, and you don't lose your
Yeah.
sight.
Because we are
and
using goggles which are not usually very tinted.
right.
Because you're in and out of
In and out.
vegetation.
Yes, yes,
तो
yes.
अंधेरा
So
हुआ,
shade and
shade
light,
हुआ.
yeah.
Exactly. So you want something that is not so tinted. अब वो tinted नहीं है, तो the moment you come out of, let us say, some undergrowth,
Okay.
and light पड़ती है, and you get sort of blinded suddenly with so much
एकदम
intense
आँख में आया,
light.
and with that kind of terrain,
And the
you don't want to
speeds-
lose.
हाँ, it's
lose
not a
focus.
road where the terrain is predictable. गड्ढा भी आ सकता है, पत्थर भी आ सकता है, जंगल है, जानवर भी आ सकता
जानवर
है.
भी आ सकता है.
So you have to be prepared, and this is where the whole it works as a system.
Okay.
Goggles, okay, they're giving you ventilation, they're protecting your eyes. Some of them are ballistic.
Yes.
Ballistic tested, rated.
Right.
But the moment you have
And some of them are OTG
something-
also, like how I use,
Yeah. Like
if
you
you are
use it.
wearing a specs, you can use a OTG goggle,
The OTG goggles are very good. So I wear specs, but I don't wear them while riding. I am told I should, but मैं आदत नहीं डाल पाया. So goggles मैंने OTG ही लिए.
हाँ.
Because at some point I will have to start.
Might need to wear. So we have inserts also,
Yeah.
like which are pretty safe,
Yeah, the inserts are also nice. I think it's just about getting used to it.
Yeah.
So if we look at the gear, so you start from the top. You look at the helmet. You look at the goggles.
Helmet with the beak,
Yeah.
a good ventilated armor,
Absolutely.
good ventilated gloves. Then how about the lowers,
So you can wear proper protection at the hip and knee in pants. Some you can get off-road pants which have it. Touring pants have it. But if you're looking as your speeds and the extremeness of your riding goes up. So as you get more and more extreme in your riding in terms of the terrain, you go into more challenging terrain. What increases is the chance of a torsional injury, a twist injury.
Twist injury, yeah.
And especially
that is
of the
what is
knee.
most common, the ACL tears and in the off-road what we see.
And it's the hardest to repair and
Yes.
it's the most painful to recover from.
Right.
So इस चक्कर में ना a lot of people have started moving towards braces. Braces come from the motocross world.
Right.
And the enduro world where you have very extreme movements, you have very high speeds, you have large aerial things happening.
Yes,
You're in the air a lot, so the chances go up. Now, as our adventure riding progresses more towards the performance side, जहाँ पे आपकी speeds बढ़ती हैं, आपका terrain ज़्यादा challenging होता
हो जाता
है, the chances of injury go up. So you have to adapt your gear accordingly. If I'm going for a simple, what is usually known in the West as a fire road, if I'm going on a simple jungle trail जहाँ पे कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं है, it is just loose dirt or some maybe stones, pebbles, gravel, so I can wear regular gear also, regular off-road gear which is ventilated and has standard CE protection. But once I start going towards
like a rocky terrain, unpredictable terrain,
much more unpredictable, larger undulations,
Undulations, yeah.
जहाँ पे आपकी suspension travel actually use होना शुरू हो रहा है,
right,
and the speed start going up.
right.
तो वहाँ पे I would want to move from standard gear towards more
focus
bracing type gear.
Bracing type gear, yeah.
So things like a leg
which restrict
brace,
movement,
they restrict your range of motion. They stop things from twist injuries. For example, a knee brace usually has a sacrificial part. तो अगर twist injury होती है, the energy goes into the sacrificial part. वो crack होता है, which prevents हड्डी crack होना.
Right. So is a knee brace cheaper or a ACL repair is cheaper?
So knee braces are very cheap compared to a broken or a destroyed knee. Yeah. And also knee brace एक बार खरीदना है. नी
Yeah,
एक
they
बार
last
फटेगी
pretty
तो
long.
खरीदते
Yeah,
रहोगे
yeah,
सामान
yeah,
उसके लिए.
yeah, yeah.
And in the West, you can actually get some knee braces are classified as medical devices.
मेडिकल डिवाइस,
So insurance will pay
इंश्योरेंस
for
भी
them.
मिलेगा यार. वो अभी हमारे इधर इतना कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है, सो
मैंने कोशिश करी थी. I spoke
Okay.
to my insurer,
ओके.
but they said कि ऐसे ही खरीद लो.
Yeah, we that's why we actually
Oh, the
थोड़ा सा,
doctor was ready to
that's
prescribe
the
it.
reason actually we are here. You know, we specifically call you and thank you for coming, just to raise the awareness that these equipments are there, and
हाँ.
we
They're
should,
life-saving
yeah,
equipments.
and I mean, the authorities and whatever, the higher people should
हाँ मतलब
start,
systematic होगा
yes,
तो
yeah,
hopefully. So
should
we've
start introducing it in the market, like to
हाँ.
keep people safe.
Ultimately, if you look at it, an insurance company paying for a set of knee braces
Yes.
versus an insurance company paying
Paying
for a destroyed knee,
destroying, yeah, yeah.
it is much cheaper for the company to pay for the braces.
Right, right, right. So that's why we wanted. And how about the shoes? Like,
So I always recommend using off-road shoes. And by off-road, I don't mean adventure shoes. If you're going on the trails, especially trails in and around North India, which are rocky, we have Rajasthan छोड़ दो, तो the rest of North India, the trails are mostly rocky.
Rocky, yeah, yeah.
And on rocky trails, it is better to have full motocross style off-road boots,
Okay.
but with an enduro sole, because so that you can walk and there's less
yes,
chance for
yes.
you to slip.
Right, right.
फुल ऑफ रोड बूट्स में क्या होता है कि दे लिमिट द रेंज ऑफ मोशन ऑफ योर एंकल,
Okay.
तो ओवर एक्सटेंड नहीं होगा.
हाँ.
एंड मतलब बेसिकली हाइपर एक्सटेंशन इन एनी प्लेन विल डिस्ट्रॉय योर एंकल.
Okay.
एंड द फोर्सेस ऑन अ
And I think
250 kilo bike are very large.
Ankle is the smallest muscle and very, very, very even
The
more harder
ankle joint
than
is very hard to repair,
repair. Yeah, yeah.
and a lot of cases it doesn't heal properly.
Right, right.
So ankle को थोड़ा ध्यान रखें तो we'll be able to. So ankle is also your tertiary suspension.
Yes,
Your
yes.
primary suspension is the bike की suspension.
yeah.
Your secondary is your knees, and the ankle is your tertiary.
Yes.
So if you don't limit the range of motion, even if you don't have a crash,
Uh-huh.
what can happen is you go over a big jump,
Right,
and then it as the ankle takes that load of your 100 kilo body,
Right, right.
right, multiplied by the speed.
Speed and the inertia and
So all of that
all
goes
that
on that
physics comes
tiny
into the
little-
biology,
When physics meets biology,
it's
physics wins.
Physics wins, yeah. It's a deadly combination.
Yeah, and biology पे उस समय चीख निकलती है.
Yes, yes, yes. When the forces combine, the biology shines.
Yeah. So we
I
don't
should
want
make this
that
as a
happening.
punchline. When forces combine, you should put it in your.
Yeah. नहीं, the right gear is very important. तो जूते के अंदर ना, it has to, so दो planes में रोकना है उसने. It can't let your foot twist, and it can't let it hyper extend or hyper flex.
Flex, yeah.
So दोनों planes में जब वो रोकेगा, तो it doesn't matter. It'll hurt.
Okay, okay.
If something happens, it'll hurt,
Okay.
but there'll be no permanent damage.
Okay,
Or that's the idea behind it.
Yes, yes.
Of course, you can always overcome the protection of a shoe,
Right,
but
right.
that has to be a major crash. In most cases, a good pair of off-road boots will protect you from something very significant.
Okay, okay. So in summary, a good helmet, a must, without any second doubts.
Yeah.
Then protect yourself from torsional forces,
At the knee.
hyperextension, hyperflexion. I think people can Google it for further details, because since we are not from the medical, we cannot comment in detail about it. But
As
yes,
as a wilderness first responder, I keep my certification current.
Okay,
So
okay.
I make it a point to attend a couple of wilderness journal clubs every
okay,
month.
okay, yeah. So you are the right guy to to explain.
No, I'm not a doctor, but I am a first responder, and
Yes,
I do
yes,
have
yes.
some experience
Uh-huh.
both with injury myself and with helping injured people on the
Injured,
trail
right,
and
right,
on
right.
tours.
Right,
So we are trained for situations where this happen. So as a result, we see more.
Right,
Because you're
so
trained.
you have, yeah.
So you see a lot of this, and 90% of the cases that I see where people have injury is either because they're not using gear, or if they're using gear, it is not appropriate for the situation.
for the- yes.
So people think कि मैंने एक road riding jacket पहन ली and I can go and do 80 in the trail, and if I fall off the bike, nothing is happened.
Yeah, yeah,
What happens is कि they can end up breaking a collarbone,
Yes.
which has happened to some of our friends.
Yeah. No, I remember. No, that's why we that's why we are sharing our mistakes. We personally me also, you know, I used to ride off road with a normal, you know, riding jacket, Cordura fabric,
It's no good, right?
and a touring pant and a touring shoe,
Huh?
you know, which I eventually realized, and in just one go I replaced all the gear.
So I started wearing. I had road riding shoes,
Yes.
touring shoes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I
That's how
wore.
we started, you know.
And then I twisted my ankle and I was
Uh-huh.
limping for 3 months.
Okay.
I twisted my ankle off
Yeah,
road
yeah.
very badly. I was
So
lucky
we
I
don't
didn't break.
want something like this to happen to, you know, the people who are going for first
Learn from
time.
someone
So
else's
yeah, yeah,
mistakes.
that's what we are telling. We endured the pain.
हाँ मतलब
हमें
you don't have to make the
हम अपना
mistake.
दुख दर्द आपके साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं ताकि आपको ना हो.
खुद गलती करके
खुद
क्यों सीख
गलती
रहे हो?
करके. So that's why you know we
Yeah.
made the idea of this podcast.
So one more thing that is very
Okay.
critical as you progress on
हाँ.
your off-road journey.
Yeah.
Don't discount the importance of a neck brace. Don't think कि वो
Okay.
खाली professional racers को चाहिए.
Yeah, next is I'm going to, you know, do a little more research about airbags and neck brace, like how we can
Off-road
incorporate
airbags are a revolution.
in revolution.
Uh, Most rallies that happen outside of India,
Yeah,
they have
made it
mandated.
mandated. Yes, yes.
उसके बगैर you can't enter.
So I mean, this time I'll be trying airbag. Let's see. I know it's hot. They get, but
Some of the newer ones are actually designed to be worn in desert
in
environments.
desert environment. Yes.
So they're not so
anyways,
bad.
that topic will keep for a separate day, because in India still there is a lot of you know, nobody is using it. Frankly, you know.
हाँ, I have not met many people.
Many
On the
people,
track,
yeah.
maybe one or two.
Yeah,
But,
even
not
on the
off-road.
track, you know, I didn't see, it's just like 1% or 2%.
But अभी
I
तक
would say.
infrastructure भी नहीं था
नहीं
ना.
है, yeah. You
Now
need
with
cartridges,
new
you need
cartridge
lot of
refilling
things,
station.
refilling station.
नए वालों के अंदर you can use cartridges. You don't need a refilling
Yes,
station.
yes, you can do it on your own for
हाँ.
5-6 times. Or
And the
whatever
नए
you
वाले have a lot of they have a lot of technology which allows them to adapt to your
adapt.
riding.
Right.
पहले वाले में नहीं था.
Yeah.
So it is coming, but the neck brace is good. Neck brace technology has matured.
Matured, right.
उसमें
right.
कुछ the only difference is the lightness, but
It's just like, you know, you need to get used to all these things. Wear
हाँ.
it once or twice, because when we started wearing riding gear, you know, even the helmets.
अजीब लगता था.
अजीब लगता था. Now we cannot, we feel naked without it.
So when I wear full riding gear, if I'm geared up, I know it's going to be a tough ride.
Yeah.
So it takes half an hour just to get dressed.
Dressed, yeah.
Because you're wearing the
We
because
sit,
you're wearing
we-
the protective underpants,
Yes,
then you
then
have the braces,
braces,
then
yeah.
you have the overpants,
Overpants, yeah.
then you have the boots which have to fit into the braces, chest armor,
But it's
back
worth it.
armor.
It's worth it, you know, all that
takes
effort is worth it. Just before we move to the closure, there is one very common term, and you know, even I had that kind of incident before. Just for the uninitiated, what is a whiskey throttle?
It is definitely not when you use the throttle after whiskey.
Yeah.
But the name actually comes from the same thing, you know.
Yeah,
It's like as if someone had whiskey and they're stumbling,
Uh-huh.
and the action is the same. If
Yeah.
you were stumbling after a lot of whiskey,
Uh-huh.
you put your hand on the throttle, the chances are you go like that.
Yeah.
Which is you go from 0 to full throttle.
Okay,
So
okay.
any impulsive movement
Mm-hmm.
which is not controlled
Okay.
on the throttle
Okay.
is generally called whiskey throttle.
Okay.
And generally happens when not so trained and not so experienced riders
Yes.
encounter a panic situation.
Right.
So let's say they were going on a trail, they were doing maybe 40 steady and they were happy, and they still haven't developed trail vision, which is where
Okay.
you anticipate what is coming.
Right.
And
That's
सामने
keep that
गड्ढा आ
for,
गया.
that, for your L1, L2 training part.
I can't give away everything here.
Yeah,
हाँ? So if they haven't developed trail vision, सामने कुछ obstacle आ गया, कोई जानवर आ गया, and they're not yet trained enough कि the techniques have become muscle memory. The reactions are not muscle memory yet.
Yeah.
So their first reaction becomes panic, and in that panic they grab whatever they can,
yeah.
and a lot of times it is throttle.
It's like,
and
you know, the palm
moment-
is rubbed on the throttle,
and the palm slips down, the throttle goes up, and the first thing that happens is you get thrown back
Yeah,
by the acceleration of a bike.
Yes.
And because of that, you lose your balance and
Right.
possibly separate from the bike.
Right.
So you go left, bike goes
And
right.
that is why I asked this, because this is one of the most common causes of, you know, falls on the trail.
It happens a
and
lot.
you need that's why you need to acquire the skills and do the training in a controlled environment. Okay. Okay, so what's coming to the closure? What is the
Sure.
future of off-road as a sport and as a career in India?
So that's a very loaded question.
Yeah. No, let's summarize it because it's a topic which cannot end. That
Of
this should
course.
happen, that should
No, but
happen, or
in a so if I was to shorten my answer,
uh
the future is very bright
okay.
because as a country we are blessed with the best terrain for going off road. We have such a massive variety of terrain to ride,
Okay.
and you can be in 3 different types of terrain in the space of half a day.
Yeah.
So we are blessed with that.
Yes.
And adventure riding ke liye we have not just the ideal terrain, but we also have the ideal mindset. The Indian mindset totally suits adventure riding. We are very adaptable people.
Adaptable. Yes.
We
yes,
have to
yeah.
be. That's how we've grown up.
Uh-huh.
So, adventure riding requires mental flexibility and fortitude, which
Okay.
is two critical aspects of the Indian psyche.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
we
right.
don't have to develop it. We already have it.
We already have.
So, वो innate है.
Yeah.
Terrain हमारे पास है.
Ah.
So the only thing that is missing is a structured learning environment,
Uh-huh.
which is what I've been trying to do since I've opened ADV Basics in the
Uh-huh.
last few years.
Okay. Okay.
And I see a lot of people coming in, and people enjoy it. Another aspect is that we all have very busy lives. It's become endless times
Endless,
in
yeah,
front
yeah,
of the
yeah.
screens.
The race
So,
is never ending.
yeah. So people want to get off that never-ending hamster wheel of work, home, work, home, work, home,
Uh-huh.
making money, running after money, then spending money to buy more things. Now you're short of money. Now you need more money.
More money.
So they want to get away, go into nature,
Uh.
get a mental reset, and adventure riding helps you do that.
Yeah,
And it makes it very accessible. You don't
Right,
have to go to a 10 lakh rupee wellness retreat with
Yeah,
Tibetan
you can
monks
just-
to do it.
just
You
ride
can go
easy
and
and,
sit
yeah.
outside the monastery on your bike
Yeah.
and do it at a much cheaper price.
Much cheaper price. Yeah,
So
definitely.
adventure riding has a very bright future in India. The other aspects of off-road in terms of motocross, supercross, we've got the Supercross League. People are doing a lot more motocross. There are dirt parks.
Yes,
So the sport is developing.
More than actually tracks, the dirt parks have come up.
Yeah. There's also a difference in the
I
accessibility
mean,
due to
asphalt
cost.
tracks, yeah,
Ha.
the cost
Asphalt
factor.
tracks,
It's a relatively, I think, fraction of a cost compared
Absolutely.
to
you
the.
can pay 500 rupees
yeah.
and spend 2 hours on a dirt track.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can pay 50,000 and spend a weekend at
Yeah. Since I do
asphalt.
both, so I know, you have to shell out a
So
lot.
this is why I go to those asphalt tracks as an official.
Official.
So I don't have to
You
pay
don't
for
have
it.
to pay. No. So that's why I'm saying
So-
it's almost like a fraction of a cost, and
Yeah.
and I'll not say a cheap thrill, but it's a lifestyle. and
Comparatively,
a-
it's more accessible price wise.
yeah.
And ultimately, an average person who is not going to spend 50,000 every weekend on a track day
Definitely,
can
yeah.
go out and practice this
You
as
will
a sport.
it's actually, if you ask me, it's even if you want to go on a track, it's a stepping stone for it. It gives you the dynamics of the bike.
So some people who go and set really good times at BIC
Uh-huh.
come and practice their off-road skills with us.
Us, yeah.
See, if Rossi can go off-road
Yeah, he
and
did a
practice
lot of
his
flat track
calls,
sessions and everything, just to.
so I don't think we have someone better than Rossi in
Yeah,
India right now.
Yeah.
So
No,
anyone
I mean,
who comes,
he's great, Rossi is a Rossi, So
so अगर Rossi को
even
off-road करना है
Marquez,
तो यहाँ भी कर सकते हैं.
even all the top tier MotoGP
Every single
riders,
MotoGP
they
rider
started with
goes
MX.
off-road when
Yeah.
not just started. आज भी
आज भी करते हैं.
every single one of
Yes.
them, when they are not out practicing on the asphalt, they are practicing on the dirt.
Okay.
Because जो उससे balance और low traction handle करने का experience मिलता है,
Right.
वो आपको और
वो
कहीं नहीं
कहीं
मिल
नहीं
सकता.
मिलेगा, right.
This is
So in a summary, so let's say if you want to go off road, first of all, get a bike.
get a bike
Which is designed for, not designed, okay, which can handle
which can handle
a
off-road.
terrain,
Yes.
off-road terrain. Then obviously gear and skills, they go hand in hand.
Yeah. Triangle है.
Triangle है, yeah.
इसी के ऊपर है.
इसी के ऊपर, right.
You can't have one side
any
go
particular
down.
category you recommend to the beginners who want to go to trail and adventure riding
So if you're
combined,
an absolute beginner,
Hmm.
the best way, let us say you come from a road riding, let's say you have a street triple, right? You're very good on the street triple.
Uh-huh.
You can corner, knee down, elbow down.
Yes,
yeah, all of that is great. But now you want to come and explore this, maybe for fun, maybe to better your skills on the track for whatever reason.
Yes.
My first suggestion is if you now you're not going to bring your street triple on the dirt track,
Right,
so you need a different bike.
Right.
अगर आपको different bike चाहिए, don't buy a bike on day one.
Yeah,
Come,
yeah.
rent a bike that we
Experience,
recommend.
Yeah, that is
do
a very,
the training.
very good, option actually.
And
you
then
know.
उसके बाद मैं तो बोलता हूँ come when you come back for practice sessions, you rent a different bike every time. 5 session करो, 5 bikes लो.
Yeah, yeah.
5 bikes को try करो, see what suits
Till it
your
will be
riding.
fraction of a cost of the cheapest, adventure bike.
Making so you buy an adventure bike, you realize कि ये मेरे को नहीं सूट कर रही है.
Uh-huh.
The delta of money you will lose to sell that and then get a new one.
Right.
It is much cheaper to rent 5 different bikes,
Uh-huh.
try them off road, see what you like, and then just buy the right bike for you.
Right,
Because
right.
once you get the right bike,
Yeah.
you get the settings dialed
Bike
in.
which fits you.
Yeah. Of course, you have to do the ergonomics. You have to do the.
Yeah,
You have to make the bike suited to
suit
you.
Yeah, yeah.
But once it is done, then you don't need to change it.
Okay.
Then that bike will last you for a very long time.
Very long time.
You ride the bike until you outgrow your skills, outgrow the capabilities of the bike.
So I think that comes to the closure because I think this topic can extend
Yeah, we can talk for days about going
for
off
days
road.
about it. But I mean, if you guys have any doubt or you want to connect with the Nakul, contact him on his through his website
Yeah,
and through
advbasics.com.
advbasics.com and do get the skills. I think he is one of the best instructors in the business and he understands what actually a customer or the rider wants when they actually attend his academies.
I try.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. A good instructor or a good teacher, he always understands like what is the limitation of his students, and he works to just eliminate that limitations
So
and the fear.
I agree. I like to do. The way I like to say it is कि it's not monkey see monkey do.
Yeah,
वो करना है तो YouTube is good enough. You don't need to spend money on
There are
me.
a lot of people teaching on the YouTube. If you can learn from the YouTube, everybody would have been a
IIT बंद करवा दें.
Yeah.
Engineer ऐसे बन जाएंगे.
So yeah, you need actually the physical training and skill set to really understand how the dynamics of the bike works off road.
And
Specifically.
understand the why behind the how.
Why behind the
Anyone
how,
can
yes.
teach you the how.
Yes,
Understand the why.
Yeah.
Once you understand the why, everything else will come together.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that actually concludes. And Nakul, thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
giving us this hot morning.
It's always a pleasure.
Making it more hotter by the time we are finishing this.
Yeah.
So
The sun is up. I could use a
yeah,
peak wali
yeah.
helmet.
That's why I realized now it's time to end. Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching us, being with us, and stay safe and learn your skills.
And ride hard.
Yeah. Ride safe.
Yeah. Ride safe.
Ride safe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. बंद करो.